Whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi, the Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland, and today we're talking about Season 12, Episodes 3 and 4, Walking on Broken Glass. And Kelsey, will you please read us the Degrassi YouTube summary?
Sure. Tristan is smitten with Campbell, the new... You guys, sorry, struggling. Okay. Tristan is smitten with Campbell, the new hockey player, in their French class and impersonates Maya in online chat in order to get to know him better. Can we please understand why I struggled with that? There was not one comma in that sentence. Marisol sets up Katie with Jake to help her get over Drew. Eli locks horns with perky new girl Becky over the school play. Locks horns.
Oh boy. So much happens in this episode.
It does.
Season 12 is already off to like a great start. I like it significantly more than Season 11 already.
Agreed. We were texting about it yesterday. It's so much better. You guys, it's so much better.
I'm sorry. Guys, we really struggled through Season 11.
It was rough.
It was rough. It was not good.
No, Season 12 is already a vast
Season
improvement.
12 is already so much better. It was painful to get through Season 11. I don't know why, but that's how it was for us. But the episode is called Walking on Broken Glass, which is a 1992 song by Annie Lennox, which I don't think I've actually heard before.
Me neither. I have no familiarity with this.
In terms of the episode, I guess, is there anybody walking on eggshells? I don't know.
Drew, kinda.
I guess Drew. The next two episodes really blur together because I watched them back to back.
Yeah,
so
me
I'm
too.
trying to remember like what happened in which episode. I guess Drew is like, walking on eggshells.
And Tristan kind of is. He's
Yeah.
like playing with fire.
Yeah. All right, that's probably good enough.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. The episode starts with we're planning a pep rally.
We're planning a pep rally, and
For the
Katie...
Toronto Ice Hounds. I guess
Yes.
that's the hockey team name.
Yes. Which also, by the way, so Carly and I were texting last week, and she pointed out to me that this is the most a random Degrassi sports team has made sense because it's Canada.
I was just about to say, it took them way too long to make hockey like a thing on this show.
I think it's also just that hockey, like even just like playing hockey is so expensive that it must be really, especially, I mean, they just had like a few clips of them playing hockey, but if they do have like, if they do ever show like a game or even a practice, like it's so, you have to rent
to like shoot it?
Yeah, like you have to like rent the...
Yeah,
You have to rent the
I'm
rink
going to say
and-
right off the bat, we have not seen them play yet.
No, well, we saw clips of it.
Did we?
Yeah, for the
Oh,
sizzle
yeah,
reel.
I guess so.
So if they do end up wanting to like show a game, it's going to cost them a lot of money.
I guess they have money for that now.
Yeah.
Teen Nick money. But yeah, this is the sport that makes the most sense of being all of a sudden being a big deal. But yeah, we're planning the pep rally, and Katie is back and is like wanting to jump in head first and be like, I'm back, I'm school president, let me do it. And Marisol is like, she has a worry face on, as Katie says.
Which is valid.
Which is very valid. And then Katie's like, we're going to do a hockey team sizzle reel. And
Mo forgot that Drew and Katie broke up because Mo is kind of an idiot.
He's clueless.
And Katie immediately starts to cry.
Yeah.
Very publicly. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then after the theme song, I think they're still talking about it. And then Katie finally tells Marisol about how they had sex, which I'm surprised that she hadn't told her earlier. And Marisol's like, I hate him so hard right now. I want to introduce his man parts to my boot or something like that.
Pretty much. Which, good friendship right there.
But then we are in French class with Tristan and Maya, who are practicing, and Tristan is translating in a French accent.
Which is
I
amazing.
Love Tristan so much.
Me too. I like when any of these people do like a shitty French accent. It's hilarious. Like Drew's is always great. It's just a good time.
And then Tristan kind of pinches Maya's arm, so she raises her hand, which causes Cam to join their French group. Campbell, what is his name?
His name is Campbell.
Okay. I feel like they call him Cam, but I could be wrong. And then they're like, oh, they're kind of both swooning over him a little bit.
A little bit.
Mostly Tristan.
I think Maya is less spoony.
Yeah. Do we want to get into fashion, please? Because my next note is about Eli's leather jacket.
Sure. I have, I think, one fashion note.
I took a lot in this episode. I did not take a lot for the next episode.
I have very few fashion notes. Tristan is wearing an insane fedora with like a whole bunch of stitching and patches, and it's bananas.
Becky Baker is always wearing yellow.
Yeah,
Marisol
because she's made of sunshine.
also
Duh.
has that yellow coat. I like Bianca's like Letterman jacket look. It's like a fitted one that isn't for like any real school.
At one point, Tori is wearing a dress that I like, but I have no memory of when this is. Drew's sunglasses when he's like struggling. He's wearing like Paris Hilton hiding from the paparazzi sunglasses.
Yeah, I did write Tristan stop with the fedoras, and Maya's has like this musical note shirt on. That's extremely not subtle.
Very on brand. Claire is wearing a terrible polka dot dress. These they do not know how to dress this girl.
Maya also has like a guitar ring that looks like it's like goes over multiple fingers, which is a look.
Mm-hmm. Bianca at the end is wearing like a leopard print shirt that has like jersey numbers on the front.
Dear God. I think that's all that I have.
Yeah, that's all I have too.
Yeah, but then we're with Eli, and he wants to produce another school play. He's talking with Mr. Simpson. He's like, I want to go to Tisch, so I want to produce another school play. And then Mr. Simpson's like, ooh, sorry, we already chose one, but you can work with the producer, Becky Baker, blah, blah, blah. And Eli is not excited about it.
No, which is valid, because Becky Baker kind of sucks.
Yeah, as we later find out just how much she does. And then Tristan comes up to Owen while he's like on a spin bike, or stationary bike, I guess I should say. And
spin is trademarked.
And whatever. And I'm just saying, like, I don't know if Owen's like the type of guy to go to spin class.
I don't know. My literal like favorite thing about my father is that he went through, my father, who by the way is 66 years old, about 5 years ago went through like this really big spinning phase, and he used to spin like every Saturday.
That's nice.
It's hilarious.
But anyway, Owen's like always in the gym, and Tristan comes up to him and they have like a little chat because Tristan is super fishing about Cam Campbell, whatever his name is.
Yeah, and Owen is like, yeah, he's not going to want to hang out with you.
He's like, he's a hockey player. He wouldn't be interested in you either way. And then Tristan's like, suck an egg, and like runs away. And I'm like, yes, you should suck an egg, Owen. You fucking suck.
I loved Go Suck an Egg. That was hilarious.
But then, and earlier Katie and Marisol had agreed to have like a girls' night. And then when Marisol gets there, she has fucking Mo and Jake in tow with pizza and Settlers of Catan.
Which, like, who does that? Why?
Like, don't bring boys to your girls' night.
Like, if I was like, Holland, I'm struggling, I need like a girly sleepover, you would not bring men. You would bring snacks. You would bring snacks and wine.
Food and wine and probably movies.
Yeah, and vice versa. Like, would not bring dudes to the girl sleepover. Girl sleepovers are for snacks and wine and bad movies.
Even if you thought it would cheer them up, you would run that shit past them first, because when you're having a girls' night, you're not going to look cute.
No.
You're going to be in sweatpants. You're not going to have makeup on. You probably have not showered because you didn't think that you'd have to be presentable.
Yeah.
Like not cool.
Like, anytime you have come over to my house for a sleepover, I'm like wearing pajamas already, and I have glasses on, like, and no makeup.
Yeah.
We end up doing a face mask. Like, I'm not there to be cute.
No, that's not what girls' nights are for.
Yeah.
Girls' nights when you go out is a different story.
Very different.
But girls' night in, no.
No.
Fuck that shit.
No, we're watching Dirty Dancing and we're eating M&Ms in popcorn.
I sometimes don't even want to talk about the existence of boys at girl. Like, no.
No.
No boys allowed.
No. Watch Sleepover.
Oh, God. Which we have done at our girls' night.
Yeah.
You drool over like fictional boys, you don't care about real ones.
No. Also, I feel like you and I have perfected the art of girls' night sleepover, so
Probably.
we are uniquely qualified for this argument.
There's a lot of chocolate involved.
Oh my God, so much.
Last time we were like, oh, we'll do popcorns and M&M, and then we were at the bodega. We're like, and we'll get candy bars
And also Reese's.
And anyway, but they bring Jake, and I love how everybody knows that Jake is like the ultimate rebound boy, and Marisol's like, this is what he does.
Yeah.
Because he is.
He is. And also he's like, yeah, I know what I'm about.
Yeah. But then Eli and Becky meet at the Dot to like chat about the play. And Eli's like, I want us to be partners. And then he like tries to like strong arm her into like not doing actually any of the work so he can take over.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't care for Becky Baker, and I especially care for her less later on. But the fact that Eli is like totally like steamrolling her and being like, you can bring refreshments, like,
I
made
did not
my
care
like
for that.
No, my patriarchy alarms were going off.
Yeah.
You can bring snacks because you're the girl.
Yeah.
And I know that. And I know based on like Eli's character, that's not what he means.
That's not what he means.
But it did feel that way.
He doesn't like her and just wants to edge her out of the process.
Yeah.
Whether she had been a boy or a girl, I think he would have done the same thing. But I still did not care for it.
No.
And then we're
back with Katie and Marisol and the boys.
Katie wins, obviously.
Obviously, because Katie wins everything except for life.
Except for life right now.
And then Marisol says the grossest thing I've ever heard, which she goes up to Mo and she goes, there's a makeout sesh with your name on it. And they leave.
Disgusting.
And I was like, ew, I hate it.
But before that, Katie and Jake were being very flirty. And then Katie just like pulls him onto her face and then immediately starts crying. Because she's not ready for this.
Nuh-uh.
And Jake says something like, I feel used, but he's like joking about it. Because Jake's always in a good mood.
He's just the chillest.
And
he suggests doing something to make her feel better. And then on our next scene, they're walking through the night carrying a thing of eggs towards Drew's house. And he's like, we're just going to egg his window and you're going to feel better.
But then Katie sees Bianca's car and is like, I have a better idea. And then she starts egging her car, but then she like knocks her side mirror off. I'm like, that's like property damage now. That's not cool. Also, she's like, this was all Bianca's fault. If she hadn't come along, la la la. I'm like, let's not blame this on Bianca. Drew's in the wrong as well. I don't know. Bianca's the one who wanted to wait.
Yeah. Also, I don't like the whole, it's just like, it's such a thing that bothers me because it happens in real life so much too, where like the girl, like this happened with Claire and Allie in the show like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The girl blames the other girl instead of breaking up with the boy.
It's annoying.
Like, fuck you.
It's because they don't want to make the boy mad because they still want the boy to like them, which is like all kinds of fucked up.
It's stupid. Like, if he's going to cheat on you, fucking drop that. Like, nah, dog.
Bye. But then the next day we arrived to school and Bianca like knows it was Katie. They like walk by Bianca's car and she's like, oh, looks like your mirror fell off. Too bad. And Bianca's like, I know this is fucking you. What are you doing? And then I think like she tries to get into confrontation with her, but someone pulls her back and is like, she's like a black belt, dude. I'm like, oh yeah, the Taekwondo thing.
Yeah, Drew pulls her back. And then Drew comes up to Katie and they're like kind of talking but kind of fighting. And she's crying, and he's like, blame me. And she's like, I do blame you. I just blame both of you. And she's basically saying that their whole relationship was pointless. But he said something that I thought was really good. And he's like, it wasn't pointless. It's just over.
Yeah.
Which, like, it sounds super basic, but I also feel like it's a good, like, closure move.
Yeah.
Like, it was important, and it was good, and it was worth our time.
Like, it meant something, but it's also, now it's done.
Yeah.
We both need to move on now. But then we're with Tristan and his fedora, and I think he's talking to Maya at their lockers, and he's like stressing out over whether Cam likes them. I'm just gonna call him Cam because I think that's his name. And Maya's like, well, he sent us like face range requests, and Tristan's like, I didn't get a face range request, and it's awkward. Yep. And then Maya like leaves her fucking face range account open on the computer.
This is never a
and
good
I'm
idea.
like, Tristan, don't catfish him on Maya's account. This is not going to work. None of this is a good idea. But we all know how that works out.
Yeah.